starting out as a new dog breeder. I'm going to take you guys along this journey from start to finish. Understanding no bloodlines, having no dogs, and having no connections. It's going to be kind of like an episode of Undercover Boss, because I've been breeding for the past decade, and I'm going to jump into a completely new breed, and I'm going to bring you guys along this journey. So I want you guys to see what it takes to actually start as a new dog breeder. Yet again, I've been breeding for the past decade, for the past 10 years, but now I'm getting into a new breed. So I want to show you guys, and I'm going to bring you guys along with this journey. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this episode of Breeders Hacks. What's going on, Bully fam? It's your boy, the educator, the scientist, Mr. Double Muscle Line Bulls, bringing you another episode of Breeders Hacks. So today, this is a fun new little segment that I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me. As many of you know, I've been a breeder for the past decade, breeding bullies, American bullies, exotic bullies, so on and so forth. I started as an American bully breeder and transitioned into an exotic bully breeder, and that's what I've been doing for the past 10 years. Now, fast forward to now, when I said a new breed, pump the brakes, guys.
Okay, pump the brake.
That I'm currently in right now. I love the bully. I could never leave it. I have such a fascination with what I'm creating over here at our camp. But I did want to start getting into a new breed. So the new breed is, drumroll, the Boerboel, the African Mastiff. I've always kind of liked these dogs, and I finally have been ready to pull the trigger on one. So let me give you a little bit of background information. I have this older guard dog. He protects the property, so on and so forth, the dogs. He overlooks everybody, loves my kid. Well, he's getting older. So I had been doing a lot of research into a guardian type of dog. A dog that will protect the property, protect my kids, my family, my dogs. Because my little bullies, they're toy dogs. They're not really, I mean, they're not gonna harm anyone. Just to have as a guardian breed. But here's the problem. Me as a breeder, I always wanna create things. So I started looking at the Boerboel, and I felt, after doing tons and tons and tons of research, I found that the Boerboel would be perfect for my particular situation. They make amazing guardian dogs, and they need like no training whatsoever, which is great. And they're pretty chill. So, like I said, I've been doing a lot of research, been just scouring the internet. So I wanted to take you guys along this journey with me because, like I said, I had intended to just buy one, really to protect the property and so on and so forth, but now I want to dabble into breeding them. There's certain things that I see that I want to change, and I want to improve on the breed from a breeder's standpoint, from a breeder's perspective. Like I said, I'm not going to breed them as much as I do with my bullies. That's my main staple, but it's going to be something that I do on the side, and I'm going to show you, if I was someone who had no connections, who had no understanding of the bloodlines, who had no dogs, which I'm all three. So I have zero connections as far as I don't know any Boerboel breeders. I have zero understanding of the bloodlines. I'm just learning. And I have zero Boerboels. So it's safe to say I'm a new breeder when it comes to the Boerboel. So I've just been doing my research as far as temperament goes and the type of breed that it is. I love that it's such a healthy breed, so on and so forth. So like I said, guys, I'm going to take you guys with me. We're going to talk about this journey, and hopefully you guys can see. So I feel like it's an episode of like that undercover millionaire, billionaire thing, where it's like, if you throw me into, a situation where I have no dogs, no connections, no understanding of the bloodlines, and I had to do it all over again, I feel like I would be just as successful. So that's what this is going to be all about, taking you guys along this journey and sharing with you guys, starting from zero all the way to Boerboel breeder, just like I'm a bully breeder. So that's the goal from this segment. So like I said, I'm still going to be bringing you guys the breeders hacks, the tips and tricks, so on and so forth. So now I'm going to be showing you guys, if I had to start all over again as a breeder in a new breed, these are the things that I would do. So let's get started. So I can already tell this is going to be a multi-part series So, because it's so much to try to condense into one video would be impossible. So I'm going to get you guys caught up to speed to where I'm at right now. So right now, I've done a ton of research. You can easily go on Google and go ahead and research, I mean, any breed that you want. And you can look up, I mean, the AKC has tons of information, especially on more established breeds like the Boerboel. There's plenty of websites, Wikipedia, I mean, the list goes on. Plenty of YouTube videos. I was scouring YouTube, watching tons and tons of videos from different breeders and stuff like that, just like a nerd. And I mean, just getting tons and tons of information on their characteristics and traits, because one of the biggest things that I have to be mindful of is that I have kids, I have a family, I have other dogs. I need to make sure that the breed that I'm getting into will fit my lifestyle and their common characteristics and traits. Now I know that in my mind there will always be exceptions to the rule. So one person may have a different experience from another person when it comes to owning a Boerboel, but the exception to the rule doesn't make the rule. So I have to kind of look at all these different people's testimonials and opinions on these breeds and kind of make a general consensus on what do I feel like, if this, you know, the characteristics and traits that are mostly common within this breed, does it fit my lifestyle? So with the Boerboel, I definitely feel like it fits my lifestyle. Another dog that I was kind of looking at was maybe like a bull mastiff, but the Boerboel is going to be perfect for what I want. I like that protector type drive in the dogs, and the Boerboels have plenty of that. So like I said, to get you up to speed, that's what I was pretty much doing. Just going through the different characteristics and traits, how long do they live for, the different colors that they come in, health problems. That's one really good thing about the Boerboel. It's generally a really healthy dog and a massive dog. That's another thing. Look at how, you know, big the dog gets, the size. These dogs can be easily 200 to, I think, 250. These dogs can easily get to like 200 plus pounds. Massive dogs. That's another thing you need to be mindful of. Where you live, can you house that type of dog? You just want to look up your general stats and find out if this is the breed for you. That's where you start. That's all. That's where I'm getting at. Understand, look up the breeds, find out their temperaments, see if it's going to be a good fit for you and your lifestyle and your family. Once you got that figured out, then it's go time. So now just start searching online. And literally that's what I was doing. Like, so I was on Instagram and I was literally just like looking at different Boerboel breeders, reaching out to different Boerboel breeders and seeing if I can get in contact with them to speak to them on the phone. And so the next thing, like as a breeder, I'm looking at the Boerboels, right? And here's the thing, and we're just on Google, so nobody can get mad at me. I see within the Boerboels is that there's different types. You have some that are more hound type, and you have some more bullier, like a more mastiff type. And then you have some that are even more like terrier type. That's one thing that I'm not crazy about within the Boerboel that it looks like to me on the outside looking in. What I want is a very bullier Boerboel, you know, a very mastiffy type Boerboel that resembles something very girthy, has tons of bone, tons of mass. Like, I mean, I'll just show you, and we're just looking on Google. Like this, I like this kind of Boerboel. This, to me, this doesn't even look like a Boerboel. And then like, I'll show you like something like this here. Yet again, more on the leaner, athletic side. I like something a lot more mass and girthier. So that's something that I'm just looking at within the breed. So that's something else you need to look at is go on social media and look at the different breeders and look at the different looks that you see within the breed and what gravitates towards you. So that's what has gravitated towards me. After scouring the internet and looking at different pictures of dogs, I've found the differences that I see within the breed itself. Because if you look at any breed, you're going to see that there are going to be some differences. Some dogs may be more girthier than others as far as particular bloodlines or the different types within the breed. You know, so for me, like I said, that's what I found within the Boerboel, is that it looks like there's approximately like 3 types. There's the more mastiffy type, the more terrier type, and the more hound type. And I think that's all based off of because there's different breeds that make up the Boerboel. So now, all this tells me is that I need to continue searching on Instagram and Facebook and keep finding the breeders who have the bullier mastiff type that I like. And if I find some consistencies meaning certain bloodlines that have that Mastiffy type, I'm on the right track. The only other thing that I do need to find out though is there any type of temperament differences or health differences other than just the look within those 3 types. If all the health and temperament is the same, then I'm going with that more girthier Mastiff type for sure. So this is just part 1, guys. I just wanted to show you what it takes to start breeding as a new breeder and the thought process and the methodology that goes into it, guys. So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a part 2, and we're gonna go into depth next. I'm gonna start reaching out to breeders and so on and so forth. So you're not gonna want to miss out on the series. See you guys on the next episode. All right, guys.
What up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
Posting
some videos and stuff.
Nice. And then when is
How
the?
you like that? How you like the pictures?
Oh man, I just seen those pictures. I just seen those pictures now. That black one, like I love the body on that one, but then
that brown one though. That brown one is no joke.
I know I didn't get a good video. I didn't get a good picture of her body. I seen her sitting, but man, she got some bone on her. That brown one.
Yeah, bruh. I'm talking about looking like a male.
It's crazy. That's what I want. That's what I want, man. How's the size difference between them?
I figured you would like the female because the brown one, she's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, she like one of the biggest puppies in the whole litter.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, no, that brown one does look serious, man. Oh, they're almost a month. They're almost 4 weeks old.
Yeah, they'll be 4 weeks home.
Oh man, so maybe we could shoot some. So maybe when you get some time, I could like video with you and see what they looking like now.
Okay.
All right, guys. So after chopping it up with exotic Boerboels, I made my decision on what litter is gonna work for me, what breeding I'm looking for, the characteristics and traits that I want. After talking it over, the different bloodlines, so on and so forth, I've made my decision. I'm gonna go with exotic Boerboels. So he sent me the link to his website because I told him, I said, listen, I want first pick, and he was willing to sell first pick to me because I want what's typically maybe not available to the public. I want to choose the best overall female to give me the best shot at getting the best dog. So I just wanted to show you guys, this is very professional. This is what you're looking for. Like I said, I can go back now. I'm gonna fill out all my information and continue to the payment part. You guys don't get to see that, but as you guys can see, I'm gonna go ahead now and read through the health guarantee, all of those things, and kind of see what's in the verbiage, what's in. I'm gonna go ahead and go through and read the verbiage and see what's entitled in the health guarantee and so on and so forth. That's extremely important. Don't let any of those things kind of go over your head. Don't let any of those things get past you. You want to read the fine print. So essentially that's what we're gonna do now, because this is a big purchase. This is extremely important. This is a new member to my family. So anyway, I'm gonna go through all of that. Then we're gonna go ahead, put my information in, and then we're supposed to be locked in. And I'll probably even give him a call afterwards just to let him know everything went good. So, all right, so let me do this real quick, and then we'll give him a call. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? It's a pleasure to finally, jump on the cam and chop it up. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm excellent, man. I'm excited about being here. It's a great day today. We here, we breathing, we got breath in our bodies and air in our lungs. It's a great day.
Most definitely. So I've been taking the people with me on this journey as to learning about the Boerboel. Making my own first purchase for the Boerboel, everything about the Boerboel, the African Mastiff. I don't know which one you prefer, but after us linking up and talking in person and over the phone and stuff like that, I felt like I had to get you on so you could share your insight, what your thoughts are, how'd you get into the Boerboel, everything. So yet again, as me being a new person into the Boerboel, you were one of the people that I saw come up on social media, and you have some phenomenal dogs. So maybe you could share a little bit as far as how long you've been doing this for, your kennel name, give them the introduction to yourself,
Well, yeah, I'm an exotic Boerboel. My name's Jordan Pittman, and I'm the exotic Boerboel line. I'm a Boerboel breed enthusiast. I feel like I'm more than just a breeder. I'm all encompassing when it comes to the Boerboel. I love everything about the breed, the athleticism. It's more than just having puppies for me. It's about developing the ultimate dog, creating the world's best dog that the breed has ever known, the best dog in the history of all dogs. And I have a deep love for dogs. It started off as a child, and I would watch, the cartoons, saw Spike was always tough, and Tom and Jerry, and I just imagined him as being my dog. Spike the Bulldog. He had the big impressive chest.
Yeah.
He's cock these, and then from wrestling, the British Bulldog. I always was just thought that those dogs were some of the best dogs. The Bulldog. And you can go back to the Little Rascals. I mean, it's an icon, the American Pit Bull.
Yeah.
So, I wanted a dog so bad that I would bring home strays. I would bring home puppies I found. I did not want a dog that could be stolen. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at the breed characteristics, and because of the Pit Bull, the way that they was engineered and designed, human aggression was not something that's part of the breed. So they don't have the guardian and protective instincts. And so it kind of like turned my enthusiasm away from the Pit Bull. At that time, around 2000, that was about 1998, they had a website called Mastiff World. And I was in this program at school for behavior modification. They just sat us in a room, and I could sit on the computer all day long, as long as I wasn't causing any trouble. As long as I was being quiet, we were at peace, they didn't care what we did. So I sat there and I looked at these dogs. I studied the dogs. The Mastiff World was a website that showed all the different Mastiffs from all over the world, from Pakistan all the way down. Everybody has a version or variety, a Mastiff variety, each geographical region. And that's how I learned about the Boerboel, as well as other Mastiff, Molosser, Guardian type breeds. Yes. They very similar to the Pit Bull, but they have that protective instinct. They still retain the muscling and athleticism. And that's how I landed on the Cane Corso. But the Cane Corso just was a little bit too aggressive. So my first dog as a man, before I could even, as soon as I saved up enough money to buy my own home.
So just to backtrack, so when you were younger, you was in school and you learned about these different Molosser breeds. So then what you're saying is once you had your own home and you were established, you held on to you held on to those breeds and your knowledge of those breeds, and that's when you started trying to find which one you wanted. Is it, just so I'm following the story correctly?
Right. So I had narrowed it down. The Tulsa Inu I was interested in, Old English Bulldog, the Cane Corso, the Press. And in my neighborhood, we just so happened to have a person with some Cane Corsos. The Cane Corso I had been familiar with those dogs because I had met one of the original people that brought them to Ohio. And they had really intrigued me. It's a big, just a very unique looking dog. If you have never seen a Corso before, they really are all inspiring when you first see them upon the first glance. So the Cane Corsos were available to me. And so I started with the Cane, but I still was interested in other breeds.
Okay.
2004, 2005, around that time.
Got you.
So I'm seeking out breeders, asking lots of questions. And at that time, for $3,500, I could import a dog. I could have a dog direct from with the proper full registration, full breeding rights, without any stipulations. I could get a dog for $1,800 delivered here to the United States without having to pay $3,000 with all of those stipulations. So that was the route that I had chose, because I always feel like if you can do it, and I can do it too. If there's a will, there's a way. And it's obvious that the dogs can get here from South Africa. So that was the direction that I went. If somebody else could get a dog, I felt that why not me?
That makes a lot of sense. So now let's speed up in time. And now, can you tell me, when was the defining moment that I'm going to breed these dogs? What made you actually want to choose? Because this is all you breed now is just a Boerboel, right?
Right, that's it. So when I get my Boerboel, he comes out. So I'm on the phone Actually, the dog's supposed to get here on the 17th. And, I'm looking up and today's the 17th. I got to go to Detroit. I got to go to Michigan to get this dog. And so I shoot up there. I'm calling people that I know in Detroit. I got a cousin that works in the airport. He's behind the scenes. He's like, yeah, I'm here with your dog. He works in the cargo department. I'm here with your dog. You got, man, wait till you see this dog. You gonna love the dog. So I get up there, and when I see the dog, when they open him up, when he comes out, I mean, this dog is stunning.
And how old was he?
He was 12 weeks, somewhere around there, between 9 to 12 weeks. But the body, the mass, the muscling, the coat, he was velvety, buttery, soft. I mean, he had this sheen to his coat. He was majestic. I also had a litter of Connies at that time. He came in, they were around the same age. When he came in, he dominated. He wasn't like roughhousing like the Connies were. They jumped on him. They were very energetic. But the Boerboel was laid back. He played a little. But when he made a decision to dominate, unequivocal. He went in, he went for the food. Nobody else could eat. He was that type of, the intensity. Yeah. The intensity really drew me. I was, wow. The one thing that I really, really impressed me was the relaxed nature, though, the observative. He was constantly looking. He was constantly watching, as if he was trying to, you could see his mind working, as if he was, he's calculating and making decisions. And I thought that was really neat. That was cool.
So after your experience with that particular dog, would you say that was pretty much like, after your experience with him, that's what defined, like, I'm gonna start breeding these? Is that pretty much like what happened?
Right. So with this dog, I mean, he was amazing. He was like, everywhere we went, he's drawing interest. He's got the wow factor. He wasn't a big dog either. He ended up being 103 pounds, 106 pounds at his max weight. I mean, I really worked and conditioned the dog. I thought that was going to be able to make up for his shortcomings in size by having him super lean and athletic. And it really did pay off. The interesting thing, the dog that arrived was different than the dog that we had selected. The colors were different. And, but it didn't matter to me because I was going to make the most of the dog regardless. I was just happy that he had arrived in good shape and safe and healthy. And he was still a beautiful dog. He wasn't a big dog though.
You get into, I'm assuming you get into, now you're breeding these Boerboels because you fell in love with that one Boerboel at first, and then so you imported more, or did you find ones that were already here in the US?
So what I did at that point was I started doing pedigree research. I started doing I had already an ideal style of dog from what I wanted, something very particular. So we waited like nine months for our puppy to be born. And it was a very particular dog. I would not select any Boerboel to begin with. I had something very specific that I was looking for, really bulldoggy characteristics. I wanted the muscling, the athleticism. I wanted a stunningly beautiful dog. So I was just very particular. So the second dog, after I started doing the pedigree research, the second dog that I found, I actually was inquiring with the breeder about purchasing a puppy because this dog was import from direct from South Africa with some very highly regarded breeding dogs in the pedigree. And it was related to my male that I had that was existing. So I was trying to breed towards this highly sought after producing dog.
Trying to breed on the blood.
Right.
Yes.
Right, lock it in. And this dog was the highest scored Boerboel of the time. At the time, it was the only way that you can get a perfect dog. He had a perfect score. So that meant a lot to me, at that time.
So now you're a breeder. A few questions, right? So now for the people who are newer that want to either get into the Boerboel or are searching to start breeding the Boerboel or whatever the case it may be, a few questions. Like one of the questions being, do you feel like it's about the same amount of dogs that are here in the United States as when you got into the game? Do you feel like, what is your opinion? How do you feel about the market now, I guess I should say, versus the market then when you got into the game?
So when I first got into the Boerboels, the breed was relatively unknown. And it still is. A lot of times people see them and have never saw them in the flesh or don't know what it is.
Okay.
But it is starting to become widely recognized with the acceptance of the AKC. When the AKC started to show the dogs in 2015 on the national dog shows, when they became fully recognized by the AKC, we saw a surge in popularity. And I think that it's continuing to grow because these dogs really, they had won the dog show, like the first or second year that they were in. One of the Boerboels had best in show. And I mean, they draw you, they all inspiring. If you like dogs, you're gonna love the Boerboel because it's an intelligent dog. They really welcoming, they inviting, but they still have this protective nature that lets you know that it's a serious dog and they take care of business. It's capable of doing some serious damage. So you're gonna be wary in your approach. You're gonna talk and ask questions. Is he cool? Is he okay for me to pet? Whereas, some dogs just look cuddly and inviting.
So now for the Boerboel, how do you feel about it as far as its place? Like what is the right home for a Boerboel? Is it good for, first time dog owner? Is it good for, a very advanced owner that's had big dogs before? Like, what do you think is the ideal situation for, or the ideal candidates for the Boerboel?
So me, I always, when I have a new client or a new inquiry, I always ask about the lifestyle, because the ideal setting for this dog is to be involved. They want to be a part of the daily ongoings. You're not going to be able to spend, adequate amount of time or put the effort in, 12 hours. If you're going for 8 to 12, 10 hours a day, your dog should be rested. It should be tired. So you should, before you leave, in order for you to have a successful relationship with your dog, you don't want to come home to a destroyed home. Crate is not going to be not an option to keep the Boerboel during the day. You're not going to keep a Boerboel in the crate for 8 hours. They coming up out of there. It has to be like steel bar, like a jail cell with steel wrought iron bars to keep it. It's so intense, the power. The metal crates, they're not designed and equipped to hold down a Boerboel. So you want to spend a lot of time exercising the dog and meeting its mental needs.
Got you. So do you feel like like I said, people who haven't really had experience with big dogs, it would be a good candidate for them? Or do you feel like the Boerboel is for someone who's a little bit more understanding of the bigger breeds? What do you think?
If your heart is into it, if you committed and dedicated to the dog, you can handle any dog. Right? If you're saying, this is what I want for myself and I'm going to do what it takes no matter what it takes.
Yeah.
And if you got the type of dedication to things that you do in your life, you got to be honest with yourself. Am I really going to able to fulfill this dog's needs? And with that being said, then you will have the answers. Am I right for the Boerboel? But for the average novice, I was going to say, it's going to take some experience or some dedication, some education. You want to know about dog behavior, how to communicate to your dog, because it is a powerful dog. And then if you mishandle the dog, you set yourself up for disaster.
I could completely understand that, and I agree. So now I'm going to throw some questions for you, my own personal questions now, and the people can listen in on this. So one of my questions is the Boerboel, now getting a puppy, right? Is this the type of breed that is going to test you as far as who is the alpha in the home? Or is this a dog that will easily kind of know its place and not really test its owner?
Well, I think that's a great question. And I feel all dogs are tested. Any dog is going to test the boundaries, just like a child. You know, they're gonna see what is allowed and what's not. How far can they go before they get checked? And with a Boerboel, I think if you adequately, like a brisk walk, this dog needs a brisk walk. They actually need strong leadership. A walk and then when you're leading the dog, that's two different things. You know, a brisk walk is when you're getting out there in front, you take it, you know, you're directing. That's what the leader does in a pack. He guides us into our next, it's only one leader. And if you have your dog, you don't understand that, you kind of just let the dog walk itself, then that's inadequate leadership. That's not how dogs don't respond to that. And that could be with any, so, you know, when you mean with what you say, that's a universal principle across dogs. They're going to respond to what you allow.
Gotcha. No, yet again, that makes a lot of sense. Back to the questions that I had, right? So me being a newer consumer, you know, looking to purchase their first Boerboel and whatnot, and you being already, you know, established in breeding this breed, and it really leads me to, this is the crossroad that I've come into in this breed, is it appears like there's different types within this breed, and I know you kind of did a YouTube video on this and whatnot, but maybe we could talk more about that, because when I came into this breed, I noticed that there was more bullier Boerboels, and I'm using that term very loosely, but more, you know, more girth, more wider, massive heads, and then some more that were very like lanky and tall and more leaner and skinnier. So can you explain maybe more about that and what your thoughts are and whatnot?
For sure, yeah. So that's a great question, because a lot of people don't understand that. And I made that video to kind of shed some light on the topic. It's really important to understand this with the breed, because it was how the origins of the Boerboel breed. Because the breed is standardized as a supplement to the farmer's income, right? You have a lot of different, so let me say this, the dogs coming off the farm, they had 80 or so people that started it. You got everybody trying to say, this is the champion Boerboel. My style of dog is the correct style.
Different
strains, right. And we're trying to develop a breed. We're trying to develop the standard. We're trying to refine the standard. So of course, we got 10 breeders out, and I'm one of them. I want my style to be the appropriate style.
Yes.
Right. I want that to be the standard. So that's where the breed has these different factions and fractions.
In the Boerboels that, you know, we come across as a consumer. So that's what made me really like and appreciate what you got going on. That consistency. And maybe I think that's the biggest thing someone needs to look for when shopping for this breed is, okay, anybody can breed two together and call themselves a breeder, but who's got consistent looks in their program? So that's what made me confident going with you guys, because of the fact that, you know what, all your dogs have similar characteristics and traits. So I'm like, you know what, that gives me a high probability that I'm gonna get what I'm looking for, because his dogs are already what I'm looking for, and they're all consistent, and they're all somehow related to a degree. So you got a nice bloodline and a nice gene pool going on. So, you know, yet again, as a consumer, that's what really, you know, interested me. People that get into the Boerboel, right? And this was even new to me. I wasn't as familiar with this. Can you explain how this whole rating thing works? And does everyone who has a Boerboel want to get their dog rated and numbered and all that stuff? Can you explain this whole rating thing with the Boerboels?
That's a great question. Yeah, so the rating system, right? It's supposed to give your dog a score based on what we believe to be the ideal Boerboel. So, and this is a fundamental point, because remember, this is a very unique system that has never been in dogs that I know other than the Boerboel, where I've seen dogs have a rating, right? This is a form of checks and balances. So how would someone know that if I could just say any brown dog is a Boerboel, I could say you wouldn't know what it was to begin with. So they have the South Africans, or the custodians of the breed, they come over and evaluate the dogs, this their system, before they allow the dog to become registered. So in the early 2000s, right, you had to wait until they come over. They have an appraisal once a year. You have to take your dog. They have these different locations around the country. You take your dog to have it evaluated. They give your dog a score based off of what they believe to be the ideal of for the breed. So it's a visual evaluation.
So this ranking system is so you're saying, is it still the same way that the South Africans actually come here to they come here and they'll rate your dog, or now they have judges here and stuff, or how does that work?
Right, so they do. They have people come over here, still here to this day for the appraisals from the SABS, South African World Breeder Society. That's the original standard, the original governing organization of the breed. That's the founding organization of the breed. They wrote the original standard. It was formerly SABT, and then they changed the name to SABS. And they do send people over here to evaluate the stock.
Yeah, I definitely see the rise in popularity with this dog because of how great of a guardian it is. I think it's yet again, it's just a matter of time until it blows up. I think definitely there will be more breeders that will get into this breed. I mean, hey, I want to get into this breed myself. So someone newer getting into the Boerboels, what resources should they be tapping into? Where can they start to educate themselves about the bloodlines and just all the information they need about the Boerboel to make an educated purchase, whether they're trying to be a pet owner or whether they're trying to be a breeder? Like if you can name a few resources.
Yeah, so I will start with the Boerboel pedigree database, and then I would also start just to Google Boerboel, and I would look for 5 or 6 different dogs that really caught my eye, and I would write their names down. Then I would take those names and enter them into the Boerboel pedigree database. I would try to find what reoccurring ancestors do I see is producing the style and variety, the dog that I really like. Then I would search the pedigrees and I would look at the sisters of those dogs that I liked, right? This would be my advice to anybody. I would look at the brothers of any dog that I like. And I'm seeing, is this dog exception to the rule, or is he the norm? Is he the reoccurring theme within this bloodline? Because you're looking at a puppy, you're trying to get an idea of the adult dog, right? So I'm gonna study the ancestors and get very familiar with what is my ideal. You know, I'm gonna try to identify what did this adult dog look like as a puppy, and where is the puppy that looks like that puppy? You follow me?
I get what you're saying. And that makes a lot of sense, because even just me as a breeder, it's so funny because when I started looking at Boerboels, or even when I got into bullies, whatever, I would find certain dogs, and every time I would look at, you could put a list of 100 dogs, and somehow I would usually pick out like the dogs that I like, the style that I like. When you pick them out, usually, like you said, there's usually a common ancestor that those dogs have, and that's what you need to be looking for. So then you know what blood that you need to find who has that blood. So that makes a lot. And what website was that?
That's the Boerboel pedigree database.
Oh, yeah, and that's website.com or something like that, right?
Yeah, just Google Boerboel pedigree database. I think it's boerboels.com, if I'm not mistaken.
Got you. Greatly, thank you for jumping on and giving me some of your time and your knowledge when it comes to these Boerboels, because yet again, I don't see enough out there, and especially being helpful to a new consumer like myself. So like I said, I just greatly appreciate you giving me your time and jumping on and giving me some of this information that really greatly helps me in my Boerboel journey and what I could research, and the people that are watching, and so on and so forth. So if you can, just again, can you shout out your kennel, your camp, how they can get in contact you, your social media, all that stuff?
Okay, yeah, it's Exotic Boerboels on YouTube, Exotic Boerboels on Google, Boerboel Breeder INT on Instagram. We got hacked on Facebook, but this Exotic Boerboels on Facebook, we still in there. We still got a bunch of pages on Facebook. Exotic Boerboels on Facebook, the biggest Boerboels, biggest, baddest Boerboels in the United States Facebook group. Double tap that. And then you could always just call me if you want to talk, 216-244-2088.
That's great. And yet again, I can't thank you enough for jumping on and giving some information. And I just tell people that, like, you can tell the caliber of a breeder by just your conversation with them? Are they willing to open up and give you some information and so on and so forth? I mean, it's great to be able to just buy a puppy from someone, but with a true breeder, the relationship doesn't end when the puppy is sold. It just starts. And reach out to that person and have questions and so on and so forth. So yet again, I really thank you for your time. And yet again, I'm looking forward to when I come out there and grab my puppy, bro.
Yeah, man, you keep doing your thing, man, because you're doing some amazing work, man, and sharing this information. Knowledge is power, man. Yeah, you got a lot of it. And hey, you know, hats off to you for sharing that with the world, man. But I learned a lot from you too. So I'm looking forward to doing business with you. And we're gonna be in touch, man. We're gonna be in touch. We're gonna keep it going, man. It wasn't no by chance. It was definitely not by chance.
100%, man. So, all right. So I'll tap in with you. All right. How you doing,
What's
man?
up, family? Man, you know, another day, another grind.
I hear you, man. I hear you, man. So, as we've been talking back and forth, you told me you had this litter on the ground, or that was just about to drop, which I see has dropped. And man, I mean, I as we were talking yet again, like you were saying, man, that the girth and the bone that you expected from this litter, man, I think this is right up my alley. And finally getting to see some of these guys and what you got or what you will have available. How old are they, bro?
They 13 days.
13 days. Oh, so they just shy of 2 weeks. Got you. So what are we looking at? Like, so
yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, with these, like I said, you know, incredible amount of mass, substance, muscle. You can see the broadness already and the thickness. Yes, sir. And in the neck, you know, that's always impressive. I'm looking at these wrinkles. The dogs, look at the muscle and already developing around the shoulders and the chest area, coming across the back here. Gotcha. I mean, it's just really impressive pups.
Yeah, and now, so how what's the count like? How many puppies we looking at, and what would be potentially available?
So we got 5. It started out with a big litter, but you know that's okay because I like smaller litters. It's abundance of milk. You know, she's got 10 boobs, so we end up with 5 pups here, and we're gonna have them all of them is gonna be available.
Okay.
We're gonna keep back one for ourselves for sure. Hopefully, we got us a big black Balto here. Which was my goal for the breeding. So I got this, you know, extra large male here.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, and I mean they doing really well. You don't hear them. I mean, you see how relaxed and calm they've been extensively handled. I mean, we've been to the vet. I think I told you we had 3 C-sections. We had to do 3 C-sections on this dog. So
you had told me,
yeah. They hurt. She was dissolving the stitches, but the puppies have been handled. They loved. I mean, they was just holding my puppies like they was little baby dolls. They were very concerned. I'm always handling the puppies in here, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah,
you know, especially with a large dog like this, a dog that's gonna be big. You need them to be extensively handled. You want them to be familiar with people. You know, the smell is the strongest sense that they have. So you want them to be familiar with the human smell. And they look to me like they mom. This is to me the difference between the exotic Boerboel is the handling.
Yeah, because I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I was talking to one other breeder, and it kind of scared me a little bit because he told me, he said he got this female that she had puppies, and he was like, you know, she don't even let him near the puppies. And that he was like, she'll take my hand off if I go near her puppies, because that's how protective she is. So I like to see that your female is she's very good with you being around the puppies and don't have a problem with you touching the puppies and stuff like that.
Oh man, yeah, this is my girl, this is my dog. And then, you know, I was really impressed with her too at the vet. You know, she was cool with the people at the vet handling her puppies. And this dog is extremely protective. This dog is a real guardian. Okay, but if you come to the door right now, she's gonna get up and she's gonna let you know, don't come in here, don't come near here. But when we out, She is very social.
Mm.
You know, and I really like the decision making. Her decision making. You know, she can tell. You know, this is look at the belly on this puppy.
Yeah. So I was actually going to ask you that. So which are the boys and which are the girls, and how many you have of each?
Okay, so this is the other male. He's just got a small white patch on his chest.
Okay.
I got this female. No, this is the largest puppy in the litter.
That's a girl or a boy?
It's a girl.
Oh, and she's the biggest in the litter.
The biggest in the litter.
Wow.
XL, double XL pup. And see how mom is real concerned. I really like how she keeps them real clean too. And then this is the other female.
So, got you. So that's the other female. Got you. As we were talking, you know, I really like the concept of getting a male, but you know, we did talk about the possibility of me maybe getting a female so that I can do my breeding and so on and so forth. So, as the breeder, you know, and you being familiar with your blood and what you're looking at, oh man, look at the neck. Look at that one. Oh.
That's the girl.
That's the girl? Oh
yeah.
My God. So as they stand right now, and I know the puppies can continue to change, when are you officially like this is I'm taking lock-ins you know, on the puppies, and you know, once it's locked in, that puppy's no longer available. When are you doing that? And for what I want, you know, I really want to produce some real girthy, you know, dogs with substance and that, you know, that big blocky head. Which female do you think would be a better fit for me?
Well, based off the genetics, the genotypes, you're going to produce solid pups.
Yeah.
With either female. It really is a matter of your preference in terms of the ideal look for you. It doesn't. I prefer the smaller female. I mean, this is the top. This dog is 163 pounds. That's as big as they need to be for me as a female.
Yeah.
And you see that she's not excessively masculine too.
Yeah.
Like, look at the head. You see her head is kind of like, you know, refined. She's not, you know, super large, overly muscular, exaggerated features and stuff. I like a real petite, refined female. That's my recommendation if you're getting a female.
Gotcha.
So you looking at the dog's ability to produce, that will be my concern.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. They're sisters, so you know, the DNA, the genetics is there. They're both sisters. But I mean, as it stands right now, if I wanted to go with if I wanted the biggest, it would be that female then right there.
Right.
Got you.
But are you looking to produce colors? Or are you looking to produce pigment? You know, like, are you looking to produce brown dogs with heavy black mask, heavy black? You see, this dog has got a lot of pigment. I think it would be more of a question of what are your breeding goals?
Long
term, short term.
Yeah. I like. It's tough. I mean, it's definitely tough. Like seeing them now and seeing the key is the consistency. You know, being able to see these puppies, and I'm probably to a newer breeder, to the untrained eye, they just all look like puppies. But like me being able to, I've seen tons of litters. Me looking real quick, I'm like, wow, he's got some pretty nice consistency with his puppies, man. And it makes the decision really actually tough. So that leads to my other question of when are you officially taking deposits and lock-ins for these dogs? Because that's also gonna help. I'm gonna kind of put the pace as to when I have to make my decision.
Well, I'm gonna open it up tomorrow.
And
just because they're 2 weeks old, they'll be 2 weeks old. We'll be pretty sure what we got. We'll be able to determine as they develop is energy levels. So that's another thing that you might want to consider. You know, how active do you want your dog to be?
Okay.
Are you looking for something that is going to be like laid back, relaxed, not a whole lot of energy, that doesn't require a whole lot of attention? You're looking for something that's a little bit more active. You know, do you want to produce drive? Are you looking for dogs that you're trying to work out?
Got you.
These are the things that you want to consider. Am I trying to produce more show style? Am I looking for a really strong conformation? Am I looking for, mass? So we'll be able to determine that more as they grow. I think one thing that's going to be reoccurring across this litter though is size, because it's a small litter, and we started out with pup. I mean, they just growing they growing so fast.
Yeah. So my other question is, when you the way you do business, the way you do your lock-ins on puppies, is it first pick, second pick, third pick, like someone locks in first pick female, or is it you lock in the actual puppy itself?
No, you lock down the second pick, and we'll so if you lock down the first pick, second pick, that's how we do it, and then we try to pair you up with your ideal puppy. So I'll make a recommendation. I'll say, based off of what you told me, this is what I observed. These are the details on each puppy. This is the dog that I think might be the best for you. The final decision will be ultimately yours.
Yes. Got you. No, that's perfect. I mean, that's absolutely perfect. And yet again, like I can't stress enough, like I love that dog Balto that you got. And the way this breeding was put together, like you said, it's Balto's dad bred to his aunt. So it's like there's no questioning, there's no whether I'm gonna get something nice out of this for sure. I mean, that's the other thing too when you're looking at breedings, guys, is look at how the breeder's putting together breedings. Wow, look at that black one, man. I greatly appreciate your time. And now because I'm locking in a puppy, when the pick is made, so the pick is made, if I lock in whichever number of pick on your dogs, I get the locked in pick, and then I make my pick when I come pick up the dog, correct?
Right, around 6 to 8 weeks. We'll be doing this more often, but you can pick your pick, when you pick the dog up or before that. Got you.
So anyone before me gets to make their pick first, and then I have to wait for them, but then anyone after me, I go first, and then they have to wait basically for me, correct? Like that's how the process goes, correct?
Right, so it's a draft. So, whoever got the first pick, everybody else, second, third, they gotta wait before the first pick.
Gotcha.
And then the second pick, you gotta wait after the first pick, and then the third pick come after the second pick, like that.
Got you. So just to share with you guys, for like somebody like me as a breeder, and we have both spoken, and have talked, like somebody like myself, he knows I'm trying to go for as high of a pick as possible, so someone, whether it's a pet home or another breeder, doesn't take the better pick. I'm trying to get, as a breeder, I'm looking to try to get the best, the highest pick possible, so then I can get what I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying? But yet again, there's a catch-22. My pick may be different from someone else's pick. So even though I'm going for, say, I'm trying to go as high as, pick one or pick two, and I make, say I made the first pick, someone else may come around and be like, okay, well, I didn't want that pick anyway. I wanted this one. So technically, we both got first pick, if that makes sense.
Right.
Just to try to break that down for the people, but yet again, they look great. They all look great. So anyway, man, I greatly appreciate your time. And the puppies look phenomenal. One last time, can I see the black one last time? The black female.
The black female.
Was that it there or no? Oh, that's
okay. My boy.
And they're gonna change drastically within the next few weeks. Wow.
Oh yeah, stay tuned. They're gonna look very impressive in the next three to 4 weeks. They're gonna really go through some changes once they start moving around. I like to not really exercising, but get them active.
Yeah.
Impact and interacting with the environment, that helps them get stronger.
Gotcha.
But because I don't know if you know about the early neurological stimulation, but I've already began that.
Wow.
So they have a bunch of confidence. I'll introduce them to different sounds, a bunch of different environmental stimuluses. They're gonna have a great amount of confidence. I mean, the dogs think when you by the time that they arrive to you, it's gonna be like a human, like it's gonna be trained. They're gonna, well, to some degree, you'll be able to imprint on the dog. I mean, like, gotcha. It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be like glue. They so closely familiar with humans You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got you. Okay. No, that's amazing. Yet again, I greatly appreciate your time. For people that don't know, like, this is how the breeding process is supposed to go. The breeder is supposed to be transparent. I could share with you, I've seen firsthand breeders, that were a little shady, that, they'll hide their first picks because they don't want you to see it, because they don't want you to buy it, But
No.
he's being completely transparent with me. He's showing me all the dogs. Even dogs that I may not, I'm looking for a certain something, but he's showing me everything anyway, just so that then, I feel comfortable with the decision that I made. He's being transparent. Listen, this is how the picks work. This is what you want. He's jumping on video with me, and not just me, but with all of y'all, so y'all can see, the puppies and so on and so forth. That he's physically there showing me the puppies. I seen his social media platform. I so on and so forth. We met in person. These are all things that you're looking for in a good breeder, to reassure that you're getting what you're paying for. It's not no scammers, not no backyard breeders, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real professionalism in what you're looking for when you're purchasing a puppy. So yet again, I greatly appreciate your time, and we're gonna keep them updated on this journey when I come out there and get my puppy.
Oh, for sure. And as they grow too.
Definitely.
They grow, I ain't going nowhere. I appreciate that, family. I just want to be the, example of how things supposed to go. And I always feel like people, you want to put them first. Yeah. And with the dogs, this is gonna be this is a big decision. Mm-hmm. And we want to make sure that we get it right.
100%. So anyway, yet again, I appreciate your time, man, and I'll tap in with you in a few. All right,
family, we be in touch.
All right, take care. All right,
peace. All right.
What's going on, guys? So I've been doing my research on these Boerboels, right? And this breeder that we spoke to earlier, we really hit it off. And sometimes that's the other thing too. You're not just buying the dog, but you're buying into the lineage of the dog, all the dogs that come behind this dog. That's what you need to be also thoughtful of. Don't just look at the parents, look at the grandparents, look at the great grandparents if you can, so on and so forth. We really hit it off with the last breeder that I spoke to. We really hit it off, and he's got some phenomenal, I'm talking about some phenomenal dogs. So pretty much, I love the breeding that he has. So he's not recreating the wheel. He has a breeding that produced a phenomenal dog. So what he's doing, this dog Balto. So what he's doing is he took Balto's father and bred it to Balto's aunt, which is basically, repeating the breeding. It's the sister to the mom of Balto. So I have a very high chance of getting what I want. These dogs is exactly what I'm looking for. Very bone, very substance, very girthy. So what I'm looking for in a professional breeder. And I mind you guys, I have no contacts. I don't know any Boerboel breeders. I'm just networking, speaking to different ones, and seeing my experience. So when talking with him, he welcomed me. He had a litter on the ground that was exactly what I was looking for, and he welcomed me to jump on a video chat with him and see the puppies. So those are all great things I'm looking for, because I want to make sure that I'm not dealing with any kind of scam or anything like that. I mean, he seems like a great individual. We met in person. I see him actually at a dog show. But yet again, this all just reassures me that I'm dealing with a professional. So anyway, we're about to jump on the computer now and see what these puppies are looking like. All right.
What's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
What's going on with bro?
Everything's good, man. Everything's really good, man. I just wanted to tap in with you, see the update on the puppies. Yo, I can't, even just looking right now, I can't believe how big they are, man. Oh my God.
Yep, they 36 days old. They just hit 5 weeks old yesterday. Yep, and they blowing up.
Wow.
Yep, this is the male here.
Which
female.
One is it?
This is the
That's
female.
the female, right?
Yep. No, this is the female right here.
That's the female. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. Insane. Wow.
Yeah, that's the female right there next to her.
So those are the two females?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, right? She's kind of crazy. Wow. The structure Can we see that the buckskin female? Is that is that the color that you call it?
Yeah, buckskin, brown, apricot.
I like apricot.
Can you
better.
bring her a little bit closer, like and maybe like a side? Yeah. Look. Oh wow. Look at that. Oh my gosh, she's so girthy, right?
Yeah.
I think the problem is that you can't see the black one really, like the girth on it.
The black hides, yeah,
camera.
you gotta see it in person. The black hides in camera, a lot of the muscle and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I noticed that. I about the black dogs in general.
Wow.
Yeah, she looks
Gotta
like
have real good lighting on them.
Wow, man. I mean, phenomenal.
That's the girl there, though. The brown girl.
So you said they're how old? They're 4 weeks old?
5 weeks, 36 days.
36 days.
5 weeks. Wait, did he tell you that we're coming out there?
We didn't get the dates figured out actually.
I did.
But tell him real quick.
Yeah.
Literally, she'll be 8 weeks right when we pick her up.
That's the girl there.
Her structure is just, oh my god, bro.
Look at the feet though. Look at how they place in the back. You know, they're not.
Yeah,
They're
man.
not spread. Can you do me a favor? Can you zoom into her like feet? Like I want to see like how big her feet are compared to like your hand.
Her paws?
Yeah.
She gonna, man.
She's gonna be
Now, do you have any females that resembled her at that age, like Pancake, the mom, or any of them? Like, do you have anything that you felt like compared to her at this age?
Well, yeah, this really is Pancake. You can go back through my Instagram and you can actually see when Pancake was a puppy. And I mean, it's very comparative. I got Pancake chewing on, so I'll have to tag you in the post.
Okay.
But I got Pancake chewing on a beef skull in like 2001. So you would have to go back to like 2001. Maybe what I'll do is I'll repost that when Pancake was a puppy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you can see.
She looks like.
But this is just pretty much the look of how our puppies look.
Yeah, that's a male. Yeah. Wow. Very, very nice. How is your black Balto?
I'm going with this puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going with the red Balto.
You going with the red Balto? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he just is like, you know what I mean? He's different. He different.
Oh wait, I gotta find the dates.
Yeah.
Yeah. The black one is cool too.
But the buckskin is more of he's giving you more of what you want.
Yeah, and then here go these two black ones. They both. I don't want to just go for a dog just because he black. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Look at this dog, man.
Beautiful.
He got it. He got it.
Wow.
With the red though.
The coloring is not. It's the
Color is
color.
nice.
Yeah, I like what I'm looking at on this one. What I prefer over this one is on the black one. Their feet look like they kissing a little in the front. They get a little close.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you think? How's the temperament on that buckskin female? Is she like one of those that she's kind of running the, usually the bigger ones they'll run like kind of the litter. They'll kind of like pick on other ones or stuff like that. How is her temperament?
Oh yeah, she definitely bossy.
She a little bossy, right?
Yeah, look at her. Watch her. You see her?
Yeah.
Look at her.
Wow.
Look at her.
Really?
She looking engaged. You see the tail? You see the tail expression?
Yes.
See how she expresses? You know what I'm saying? She's showing that she asserting herself. She ain't backing down. Look how she's standing like, well, what the fuck with you?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you gonna say something?
You see her though? She confident
Yeah.
as she approach.
Wow.
But see, it's not super hyper. It's not super fast moving.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Look at the whole litter. Like they smooth. You remember how Balto was like lumbering?
Yes.
You know?
That's what was the one that we saw, right?
Yeah. So this is actually Balto's
Mother cousin.
Yeah, right?
That's horrible.
Yeah. Look at her. She like, what you
That's the
doing?
female to the left, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Absolutely.
I just want to see the black one when we get there.
Yeah.
I think I need to see her in person.
Wow.
But she looks cute at the bottom.
You like the more substance on the other one.
Yeah, I want girth.
Yeah, wifey wants a lot of girth.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But this the litter. This is the litter. Look at the structure though.
Look at the rear feet.
Look at how the forget. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I can't believe how fast they're growing. It's insane. Oh man, absolutely.
Look at the expression of the tail though. That's what I like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how it's set too, you know.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's high and it's not like rounded at the back. You know, it's not round. It's got a nice tail set, but I like how she expressing herself though with confidence. You know, she ain't like even all the puppies get out. You know, they all cool, but you see how some is kind of like, all right, they done had enough.
Yeah.
She's still hanging out.
So she's gonna need a lot of she's gonna need a good amount of mental stimulation. She's not the type that's just gonna want to lay around.
Oh yeah, all Boerboels. I mean, to some degree.
Yeah.
To some degree.
Got you. Wow. No, this is perfect, man. Like I said, I greatly appreciate it.
No, I'm excited.
Yeah. So that's the boy, right?
Yeah.
Got you.
He looks good. His posture
So,
is good.
is there any way you could? Last thing, I'm sorry. Can you put her sitting next to him for like 2 seconds? I know she's gonna walk away. I'm just. Wow. That's consistent for her to even look like close to the male. That's wow.
Look at the neck on her. See how she on the rumble too.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. Wow. Absolutely insane. Absolutely beautiful, man. Wow. Yeah, no, beautiful puppies, man. Beautiful puppies, man. So I greatly appreciate the update. I'm looking forward to maybe tapping in with you 1 or 2 more times before I come out there. And then I'm excited to come grab my puppy, man.
Okay, family, it's up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to get my progesterone machine also.
Now, for sure, man. We'll make sure we take care of you, man. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. So we are on the road, right? We are heading to Ohio. So we're actually going to be going to go pick up our puppy. Finally, the wait is over. She's 8 weeks, so we can go ahead and scoop her up. And I mean, this has just been an awesome and dope journey, being able to see how the puppy's doing, mature, so on and so forth. We pretty much made our pick, right?
You wait and see.
Well, I got my eye on this one, right? This is the beautiful thing about being able to have first pick, right? Especially first pick female. Like, out of the entire litter, I can look and see what I like, what gravitates towards me the most as far as what I'm looking for, and make the pick and not have to worry about someone taking the puppy that, we fall in love with or that we want or whatever the case may be. But I'm looking at this one. I don't even think you guys can see. I'll try to put a picture up or something. This one just looks crazy.
She's a beauty.
She looks phenomenal. He sent me these pictures and I was like, whoa. Like at 8 weeks, 7 weeks in this picture. That was last week. He sent me that picture. To look like that.
Just look at the paw.
Insane.
Look at the paw.
Insane.
Because I'm imagining how big this dog can get.
And you originally wanted a black one, right?
I want a black one. But if it's not to the standard, like to
the structure,
everything that we want, I can't go with the black one.
Yeah. So we'll see how they look in person, but I'm excited, guys. It's finally the day.
It's finally time.
Yeah. So we're gonna be hopping on the plane, going to Ohio, and
we're gonna meet Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna meet up. My buddy's over there. We're gonna meet up with Wilson. So anyway, guys, we will tap in with you guys in a few.
All right, guys. Day one. We got Wilson. All right, let's go see the puppy again.
Talk about the dropping.
Yo, Wilson almost dropped our camera, bro. That's disrespectful. Yo, Aunt, you're gonna see this? And I can't believe Wilson, the one-armed bandit over there, almost dropped our stuff. Disrespectful, just because it's not a Canon.
Professional.
All right.
So
carry on.
So we're gonna get the carry on for the puppy. So we here at PetSmart right now.
Ken, hold on. Celsius, can you sponsor us?
Oh, hell yeah. So I had to drink an energy drink because I'm a little tired, but before we leave, we have to grab a carry-on. Oh, nah.
We got a little girl. Hold on, do they have one for Mercy?
Yeah, I mean, it is a female, isn't it?
Medium?
So,
She's gonna need like extra.
yeah, so we gotta find a carrier for the airplane. Because we're going to take the puppy with us on the airplane because I ain't driving.
I got a girl.
Oh my God. So let's see real quick. She should fit in this. She's about the size of like a Frenchie right now.
Yeah.
So I think this, right? I think this will fit her. I should have brought my own. I'm kind of crazy. How much you think she weighs again?
She's like 20 pounds.
20 pounds easy.
Yikes. What'd you have to do?
You have to tap this real close just so it unengages it.
All right, so make sure if you're gonna travel with a puppy, it's guaranteed on board.
This is a cool one. Yeah, this is a cool one. I have one at home. I just didn't grab it.
It's all right. So we need to get a leash for the pink too.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
Oh,
this is
perfect.
ideal
Look.
size because you want something that's gonna fit underneath the seat theoretically. Even though you don't gotta put the dog underneath the seat.
Don't forget to get toys for the airplane.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
Yep.
And then maybe we'll grab some. Man, I feel like a newbie. Like I haven't done this in a while because I always just produce my own puppies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all right, the Naga bones. That's actually a really good one because those are like damn near indestructible. I like those. People have their own opinions, but we're gonna do the Naga bones and then maybe we just grab some wee pads just in case. Wee pads.
Wee pads are for sure gonna be needed.
Yeah, wee pads and maybe baggies.
Yes.
Wow, I feel like, damn, this is weird. I feel like
start
I don't
all
feel
over
like a
again
breeder
right
right now. I feel like a pet owner.
Client.
Oh man, yeah. So
Hold on, you know what I'm excited about is seeing Junior's reaction to the puppy.
he gonna go crazy.
Oh, you guys have to record that.
Yeah, he gonna go crazy.
Right here.
All right, so anyway. All right, now she going overboard.
You can scratch and sniff if you want.
You want to scratch and sniff back? I got you, Wilson.
Scratch and
Yo,
sniff.
I got it.
Wilson, eucalyptus. Smell it, Wilson.
Oh, hell no. Who's that?
Eucalyptus.
Oh my God.
There's a
Oh,
dick.
it smells
All
good.
right, that's it. This is it. We got our baggies. We're gonna grab our wee pads, and that's it. I'm done.
Stop. Hold
like,
on.
Y'all reaching too much now with this.
Diaper.
Oh my God.
I'm not cleaning it.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's
All
fun though. It's fun.
look
Like
at
this
how
is what you
cute
want
you
when you're
are.
getting a dog, right? So even if you get a dog from me, like, alright.
For the plane, that's smart.
A
This is
diaper for
smart
the dog.
this is smart.
Like I said, I just use the wee pad. You know what I'm saying? Just throw wee pads in there. Hopefully she don't tear them up. I don't think she's gonna allow a diaper on her. So we just grab some small, Oh yeah, because we have to carry it on the plane. So we need the smallest size that they have, Sandra.
I know.
And even then, you know what? Yeah, even then, like here, like look at this. This is something that we could use,
How
right?
small is it?
Oh no, this
That's
is
diaper.
that's a diaper. I thought it was a pad because it says pad on it.
This is 50 count.
Yeah,
though.
something small.
But it's a 50 count. We don't need a 50 count.
You know what? Worst case, we'll just give him half of it for.
Oh, no, right here.
Okay. There we go.
Perfect. I just need to get a leash now.
Yo. Bro.
This isn't me dragging it. You need to have a leash to be able to take your dog to release itself at the airport.
Hey, they do have pet centers, like pets, little places
I
right there, like
know,
so they can go pee and stuff.
Nah, we're not getting a leash. We're gonna get a lead.
Oh.
A loop over lead. Nah, no leash.
Seriously?
She gonna outgrow it in a week.
Angel, she needs to be able to wear this.
You buying that?
This is a business expense.
Business expense.
Right here, Angel. Oh no, those aren't.
Like a collar one.
I'm dropping, bro. What are you doing, bro? What is
It's
happening?
a leash without this. Like it just loops over the neck.
I'm shopping.
Oh, yeah, okay.
should be in this area.
You
Yeah,
better
right?
come in with $1,000 out of Petco. Goddamn it.
Let me see.
There's Angel's supposed to bring me to Petco. I didn't want to come to Petco. I wanted to go Amazon shopping like normal.
Oh, got you.
What kind of dog do you guys have?
So I breed bully. So
Really?
I breed bully. So I got a whole bunch at home.
You
but
from Cleveland?
no, I'm from New York.
New
but I'm
York.
picking up an African Mastiff out here.
Really?
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's
that's
like
nice.
they get to be like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Big dog.
Yeah, that's nice.
So,
That's real
so I'm
nice.
just picking up some stuff real quick
Yeah.
for the puppy. But
I mean,
okay.
I can help you look around, but I don't really know much.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nah, I appreciate it though. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sponsor me.
You guys enjoy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right.
We're gonna have to get a leash. It's really simple.
But I don't trust like the whole like.
This
I'd
isn't
rather-
this it? That's a lead.
Oh yeah, slip lead. There you go. But that one's so thick. See
Well,
if you
no,
got
I'm
small.
showing. It'll grow into it. Trust
You're
me.
looking right at it.
Tomorrow. Right here, you can get the choker one.
This is kind of for what we need. Damn. Yo, Petco look at the price on this, bro. Petco gets you, bro. Look at that shit. They take advantage because they see people like her. And they're like,
All right, let me explain something to you. She is gonna be Junior's mini bestie sister. Mini big bestie.
How much is that again?
Why are you looking at the price?
For the first time.
There's no price tag.
Alright,
So it's free.
99.
just
Watch
watch
it
it
back.
back.
$3.99. I like that.
so,
Where you going, Wilson?
I don't know, man.
Sorry.
So what I'm gonna do? Gentle lead. Oh, here we a lead collar.
That's like
Oh, that's fair.
muzzles.
Oh, man.
Do they have these?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't shopped at like a place like this in a long time. All right, you know what? For sake of price, we'll just get the smallest cause I mean the dog's gonna outgrow this in no time. We'll get the smallest choker that they have, and just get a simple leash and call it a day.
You don't want a leash.
They don't have.
You don't think that you don't
This
think
this is too thick to me. And we'll just call it a day.
You sure? I mean, it is a 220-pound dog.
you don't want a harness? This is a harness.
Pretty sure it's pretty good.
This?
Not right now.
It's medium. They have small.
Oh my god. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna get this leash real quick, right? And then just
Oh
grab.
look. This is cute.
Okay, Sandra. All right.
All right, now we're
grab
dragging
it. Grab it.
Now
Grab
we're
it.
dragging
Just grab it and go.
For $30, my ass.
Just grab one of the simple nylon ones. Of course, she does pink. All right, cool. So anyway, we're gonna grab our stuff, and then we're gonna go head over there, and we're gonna scoop her up. All right. Yo, Wilson said we need to get this for the puppy.
You need to get this. Wilson needs to get that to go give
Yo,
away.
Wilson's too much.
That's a peace
Yeah.
offering to the dogs.
Yo, that's crazy.
Take that so that they don't eat us. Have y'all seen how big those dogs are?
Oh,
That's how
You
they
see-
get you, bro. They get you on the little gimmicky stuff.
that's the shit. Angel shows me stuff, and I'm like, that's so cute.
It's like a little sticky tab.
All right,
with a
guys,
rope on it.
we got
And you
everything.
Stick it to the lens.
Got
It's cold.
Freezing.
The only problem is, he didn't let me get the tutu or
It's
the rope.
cold. It's actually really cold, but we got everything we needed, right? Yo,
The
where's that
basics.
receipt? Yo, it came out to just for and I should have been prepared. I should have grabbed it, but
Shot
I
of 19.
slacked on that department. So look at that there. I don't know if they can see. Came out to almost $100 in just like a leash, in a lead, a carrying bag. So I mean, like I said yet again, we were in a rush to leave, so it's my fault. But what I will say is, you know, when you are grabbing a dog, just be prepared. Be prepared in advance. You know what I'm saying? Have all those things. Have a leash, some wee pads, maybe a toy, and a carry bag when you leave.
Head south.
Honestly, when we were leaving, I didn't even know where my bag was.
Head
Like,
north towards
right?
Stanhope Road.
What?
The bag that we used to pick up or travel with puppies. Like I didn't even know where it was because it's been so long that I've actually, it's been so long since I've actually went to go pick up a puppy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
the last time we used it was when we went to go drop off a puppy in Texas.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's been a minute.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're on our way to pick up the puppy now. So tap in with y'all. Right now, we on our way. I've been doing some homework for quite some time as far as adding a new addition to our yard, to our program. I have my older standard dog. He was more of the guardian of the property. He's getting older now. So I wanted to look into getting something that was going to be more, something that could protect the yard like he does, you know? And I stumbled upon this breed called the Boerboel, the African Mastiff. And I mean, this breed was designed to fend off lions and baboons and protect yards in Africa. So people have imported them now over here into the United States. And I mean, this breed is phenomenal. It's a massive breed. I mean, I think they can get up to like 200 pounds plus. So I have an episode, right? I'm working on it. Our whole process from how I found the puppy, how I found the breeder, leading all the way up until today where we pick up the dog. So we just wanted to shoot our quick pickup because I'm super excited. Like, you guys have no idea. So I just wanted to shoot us picking up the puppy, and then like if you guys want to see the full-length video of like the whole process, how we found the breeder, how we, you know, stumbled upon the breed, so on and so forth, then stay tuned because I'm going to be dropping an episode about that. So anyway, guys, like I said, we're on our way to pick her up now. This breed is insane.
We're
I mean,
in
like
the cold.
Yeah.
We literally came to Cleveland, Ohio, in the storm.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, they got probably like a good foot of snow right now.
But we're making it happen.
Yeah, we're making it happen. We
Before
got my buddy here.
Big.
We got my buddy here, Wilson from the Exotic Network.
Hey, one arm bandit.
Yep. So anyway, guys, we're just gonna let you guys see, you know, our newest addition, and I guess and see the parents and everything. And that's what you want when you're getting a dog from a breeder, right? You want the breeder to welcome you to their home where they keep the dogs, see the puppy, see the litter mate, see the parents, so on and so forth. So I think you guys are in for a treat. You know, hey, introducing to you guys the African Boerboel, the African Mastiff. All right. Damn, that's the sound of a big dog.
Yeah, what's going on? My peoples has made it. Congratulations.
What's good, bro?
What's that deal?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you, bro. What's up? What's up, moms? What's the deal, y'all? Yes.
What's going on, bro? So I told them, you got the bag? So I bought, you got the bag, real quick? So I bought a little bag for her, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
okay.
For the airline, you know, so.
Oh, yeah, that's easy, yeah.
So
that's
hopefully
exactly what you
try
need.
to get her to fit in this.
That's all you need, yeah. Welcome to the dog house. To the Boerboel house.
We prepared. There's a lot of talking today.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So like, one of the questions is with these dogs, right? From your experience, their purpose.
Right.
Can you start with like their purpose? You know what I'm saying? Just
so I call it
just so it helps reaffirm for me that I made the right decision.
Right, companion-oriented protector. This is the ultimate dog. This is the dog of all dogs. So like everything that you like about a dog, this is it to the max.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? The intelligence, the
to the max. I like that.
You know, the
but is
the
it
one-on-one companionship.
Would you say it's an offensive or a defensive?
Or defensive.
Dog?
So it's kind of like.
So I don't got to worry about it going like I'm walking the dog on a leash and it's gonna go necessarily after something. It's gonna assess a situation more than likely and be like, is there a problem as far as someone trying to harm me or my owner?
Right. So even off leash, you know, your dog is gonna be different.
I know training is a big part of it.
Yeah. So what these Boerboels is, they're see how his
So what were they? So yeah, you want to start from the beginning, like what were they bred for? What were they used for?
Protection, personal companion, guardian. So it's like a side-by-side protector. It's the first line of defense. It's eyes, ears, you know, protecting. It's got your back.
Okay.
And it's got to be close by and perimeter and proximity.
What they use them for?
Like, they use them for
like as far as like
protection in South Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
In South Africa, you have the settlers coming in from Dutch settlers coming in. That's how the dogs arrived in South Africa.
Okay.
So these settlers are exploring this unknown territory, uncharted territory. What better would you have your dog? You're gonna bring your best dog with you.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be by your side, and you're gonna have these dogs, and they're gonna aid with doing what dogs do.
Yeah.
You know, protecting us, giving us eyes, giving us ears. And this is the version that was derived based on the geography. You know what I mean? You got treacherous people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got just unknown territory, uncharted water. You know,
so they were more used in South Africa to ward off people more than other animals and
people
stuff.
As well as other animals, right? People. Well, remember they were conquering and settling this territory.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So they were taking over, and you know they had to have a certain level of dog that was capable of defense and capable. I mean, you got to remember during this era, the type of dogs that people had.
Yeah.
This were war times. You know what I mean? This was war times.
Yeah.
So this was like the dog of war, the battle
dog of war.
Yeah,
I like that. Yo, I like that.
Yeah,
I greatly appreciate you allowing me to come to seeing all the dogs, allow me to get the first pick female, man, because like to me as a breeder, that's huge. Being able to get what I feel could be the best stock out of the litter for what I'm trying to do. Yeah. And I mean, bro, she's beautiful, man.
And look how she on point. Look where she at, on my foot.
And people, like I said, man, I can't wait. The goal is to do some light breeds. I ain't gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna just, breed her, maybe get like another one, do maybe 1 or 2 breedings a year, man, and do my own little thing with it.
Yeah,
obviously, we could collaborate in the future, man. And,
for sure.
Like I said, I appreciate, everything you did, man. And this is just the beginning, man.
This is the beginning, man. You're gonna see, man, you're gonna have one of the premier dogs in the breed. You know what I'm saying? For this class of 2024, this age and stage.
I could have told, I could tell, and that's why, yet again, I'm appreciative that you allow me to take the first pick female, and we both even agreed, you was like, yo, listen, if you want, first pick, this is what my first pick would be. And for a breeder, now going from a breeder standpoint, pet owners, it's a little bit different. You just want a good companion, and I think they were all great companion, but when you breeding and trying to put your own look and spin on it, this female definitely fit the criteria, and I appreciate you allowing me to purchase her, because I know if it was me,
you know how
you even told me, you were like, yo, bro.
We locked in, so it's a long-term thing. Building relationships, man, and I feel like, if I was in your shoes, coming to me, this is what I would hope you would do for me, man.
Exactly. And just for the record, that don't happen all the time. You gotta hit up a breeder and build a relationship in order for them to want to sell you something that you could have easily kept her and did,
Yeah, but no, I want to see you get started, man. I want in the right, you know what I'm saying, with something, because you got the knowledge to take it to the next level. Yeah. And that's what it's about for me, is empowering the next generation, you know what I'm saying, mentoring, whatever I can do to help push the breed forward. You see what I'm saying?
That, man.
Evolve the breed, family. You feel me? That's what we're going with this.
Definitely.
It's real love for the breed.
What's going on, Bully fam? So
what's up, boy buddies?
I just wanted to take the time to record this real quick, right? So American Airlines did not allow us to travel with the puppy.
Call jammed us up.
Yo,
you see how she fit?
So I'm gonna go over exactly what they said and why and so on and so forth. But I just want to take the time to show you guys this is a real breeder. This is somebody who cares about their dogs, right? Because I told him what's going on, and he was like, yo, if I got to, I'll come pick that puppy up. And he came and stayed until we were able to get the rental. So yet again, I don't advise really flying American Airlines with your dogs, but at the same time, that's a different episode I'm gonna talk about. But for right now, I just wanted to share this with you guys. So we thought we were gonna fly and it'd be a 2-hour trip. Now we gotta take a 10-hour drive. But it is what it is, but like I said, I just wanted to.
The show must go on.
Yeah, the show must go on.
The show must
go
on.
I just want to take the time, like I said, just thank Jordan again for coming through and just reassuring that everything was gonna go smoothly with whatever it took. A real breeder, not just let me take your money and then you on your own. So I greatly appreciate it, as always. You know what I'm saying?
Much
I greatly
love,
appreciate it.
Much love.
And then we gotta hit the road
Thank you.
and get her to her new home. The show don't stop.
We're gonna keep going.
No.
Show never stops.
We ain't never giving up.
Tell me one more time.
Yeah, fight till we die. You feel me?
All right, guys.
All right, guys. So we finally made it to New York after a very long trip. So we were forced to rent a car to drive back home.
Yeah, so pretty much, I'll probably designate a single video, like just for this. But essentially, what happened was, the dog fit in the carrier. I mean, I've been breeding dogs for, at least the past decade, and I've never had an issue with flying with a dog in a pet carrier. It seemed like the lady at American Airlines was like, she was discriminating either against me or the dog. Because once we pulled up, she was not allowing us to get on the plane. She was just like, she basically said that the dog was too big for the carrier, even though the dog fit inside the carrier. So first she told us that the dog needs to be able to stand up and spin around. So we were like, okay, well, can you just, show us the literature of where it says that? Can you show us in the writing where it says that? Because I was never aware of that rule. So then they give us the paper, and it basically says that the dog needs to just be able to fit comfortably. So the dog was sleeping in the bag, chilling, because she had been playing with her brother all day. So she was just sleeping in the bag. She was perfectly fine. So if she wouldn't have fit, then I personally would have made a judgment call. But besides the point, she basically like writes on a paper, and I think we have the paper somewhere here. She writes on a paper that we're trying to transport large boxer breed dog, and that the dog doesn't fit in the carrier. And then the next question we ask is, well, can we get a bigger carrier? And she's like, no, because it won't fit underneath the seat. So she just was on a mission to make sure that she would deny us being able to get on the plane. So
to make things worse, I had contacted American Airlines to make sure that there was not going to be an issue on the way back with her. And they confirmed it with me multiple times. Even right in front of the person, they confirmed it, and they said it's up to their discretion whether they turn you away or not.
Exactly. And I knew that's exactly what was happening. It was she was using her discretion to not allow us on the plane. Meanwhile, yet again, I have flown with dogs for years and never had a problem. So I don't know. I did hear recently that American Airlines has been getting some negative backlash and so on and so forth. So personally, me, like, being the dog breeder and influencer that I am, like, I can't afford to have mistakes like this. Luckily, we were able to get the rental, but what I recommend for you guys that are either pet owners or breeders, like, I just wouldn't fly with American Airline. I'm sorry. That's just the wholehearted truth. Because imagine if we weren't able to get the rental or something like that. We would have been in a really bad situation. And luckily, the breeder that we purchased her from was willing to come to the airport and wait with us just to make sure that we could get things squared away and ironed out, and that's just a testament to him. But anyway, like I said, she gave us in writing what she said, and then the paper, basically didn't say anything that she had said. She was just trying to exercise her
discretion.
Her discretion, basically, and not wanting us to get on with the dog. I kind of made the mistake because I had the dog. Her head was sticking out of the carry-on bag because I wanted her to see what's going on. And once she saw what kind of dog it was like, you could tell, game over. So anyway, we called American Airlines, and exactly what she just said. They said there was nothing that they could do for us. So, I mean, like I said, guys, just don't put yourself in the situation that I was in. The dog, like, I mean, and hopefully I can put a picture here and show you guys, like, the dog was sleeping perfectly fine, like, in the bag without, like, she was just chilling. And it was only like an hour and a half flight or something like that. She was knocked out chilling.
So instead of us having an hour and a half traveling, it turned into 10 hours.
Yeah, 10-hour drive.
And instead of us being able to get back to our son on time, we are not.
Yep. So just take into account if you fly American Airlines, especially with pets, which I don't recommend, this can happen to you. So if you're lucky enough, American Airlines they didn't even tell us if they were going to refund us or anything like that. And they were just basically like, you're out of luck. And the lady at the desk was like, well, you can try driving. You can try to find another airline. They don't do cargo. But then when we looked online, it says that they do cargo. I don't know. So just a really horrible experience. So we're on the road. So hopefully we'll be home soon. Hopefully we get to our son soon. Just keep us in your prayers that we get home safe. We're traveling through I think 3 or 4 states, and we'll keep you guys updated when we get home.
Listen, we don't care to drive. The weather, the East Coast is getting hit hard. We needed to get home fast to our son. That's why we booked when we booked. That's why we confirmed everything. It's just one of those things where when you're being spoken to very rudely and disgusting, it's not okay. So
yeah, so anyway guys,
special thank you to Enterprise.
What's her name again? Christy
and Erica.
Christy and Erica at the Ohio
Cleveland.
Oh yeah, the Cleveland, Ohio American Airlines. So I tried to even just get a quick recording, and like I said, I'm gonna do a separate video on this, but I tried to get a quick recording, just kind of saying hey guys, look, I'm a YouTuber. I'm just gonna share this with the people who follow me so they can see the experience that I have to go through right now. And they're basically making smart remarks and things like that. So it is what it is. But anyway guys, like I said, wish us a safe travel, and we'll be home in however many hours it takes. All right guys.
Good morning, Bully fam. So finally it's the next morning. Got in late. I think we got in at 1 o'clock in the morning. Right now I have we've been trying to figure out a name. For right now, me and my wife were we'll call her Zaza for right now until we finalize the name. So I have her out right now, right? And she's great. I mean, she's already, you could tell how intelligent she is because she's already, as long as we take her out, she's using the bathroom outside. So I have her outside right now using the bathroom. My son is asleep. He just woke up. So my wife said, hey, let's get a video of him meeting Zaza for the first time, or whatever name we decide with. But for right now, we're just going to call her Zaza. So yeah, see, she wants to go inside. She went to the bathroom already. She's just getting him ready. So I just wanted to get footage real quick of him meeting her and how she is with my son. There she goes. She's peeing again right now. She's peeing again. Perfect. So yeah, so let's see. Let's bring her inside and see how they react. Go inside. Come on, Mom. I got the camera. I'm recording. Let's see. So he's more worried about his food right now than playing with her.
Stop. I know. You want to play.
She wants to play.
Oh, say hi,
Zaza. Hi, Zaza.
Good morning.
So.
He wants her to sit on his lap.
Say, siéntate.
Siéntate.
Sit it down. Sit it. Ow. Say no. No. No, Sasa, no. Shut it down. Ah! No, move. All right, guys. So we're back as one happy little tribe.
So literally, it's been what, 3 weeks since we've gotten her?
Yes, this is a 3-week update.
And she is massive. I'm talking about. I mean, look at this paw. She is massive. She's just growing like exponentially. So I gotta say, after owning dogs for the past decade, she is the smartest puppy we've ever had. I mean, she picked up on her name. She knows her name within the first week. Not only that, but she literally, she wanted to get down. You can let her down. So she literally wanted to know her name. I mean, she literally started going to the kennel and using the bathroom outside within the first week. She already knew. She does have her accidents here and there because you do got to stay on top of taking her out. She'll go to the bathroom outside. We really don't have an issue with accidents inside the house. She's extremely smart, extremely intelligent. You do have to be a little bit like mindful of with correcting her on certain things. Like we had to make sure in the first week that she wouldn't jump on our son, she wouldn't knock him over, things like that, because when she's a 100-pound dog, that could really become a problem.
We're establishing good habits.
Yeah, you start with the good habits from day one, but I have to say, she's so intelligent.
She's such a
kind
great
of scary.
fit. You know what it is? She's such a great fit. So she's great with Mercy. Mercy's our old timer, and she keeps Mercy young, I guess you can say, with the puppy. As you can see, our son and Zaza are basically best friends. They do it all together, and she's been a great asset because we've actually been taking her for walks. We've been taking her for like about 3 miles, and she can keep going.
That's great. So honestly, like what I can just honestly say with this dog, like if I would have known that the Mastiffs, like the Boerboels, were like this, I would have gotten one so much more sooner.
Absolutely.
So he's gonna have a protector and a best friend. I mean, there's been instances where, not that he should, but he's like tugged on her leg, tugged on her arms, played with her rough.
In my opinion, she's a great dog. This breed is really special.
So anyway, guys, we haven't just gained a dog, but we have a new family member. So anyway, guys, he wants to play with the dog and give her more toys. So we're gonna let them go ahead and play. But if you're thinking about getting a Boerboel, you definitely should. Just consider all the additional things you may have to worry about, like the dog's weight, size, things like that. Taking all those things into consideration and did your homework, probably one of the best dogs we've ever gotten. Alright guys, so we'll keep you guys updated on the YouTube channel and share our Boerboel experience with you guys. Alright?
Alright guys. Boom.